What's going on, guys? ETP coming at you guys with another video today, and we are in the final days of NBA 2K15. The life cycle is almost over. 2K16 comes out in less than 2 days, and I am obviously ridiculously pumped for it, and I'm sure you guys are as well. It's looking like it's going to be absolutely amazing, and this is going to be a very, very long 48 hours until the game does come out. But in this video, we're going to be reflecting on the year we've had with NBA 2K15, talking about the positives, talking about the negatives, talking about our general opinion on what the game was like, what we enjoyed about it, and talk about the innovative features that were actually added into the game that will set the basis and stepped up the bar. They upped the ante with 2K15 for sports games in general, and what the basis that it laid out can do for the future of 2K games as well as sports games in general. So I want you guys to let me know your thoughts about NBA 2K15 in the comment section. I really want your honest thoughts about the game. I don't want you to just put a comment down there and say, I hated 2K15 because of the demigod glitch, or I hated 2K15 because zigzag cheese and patch 4 and 3-point cheese. I just hated the game with a passion. And don't say anything about how you hate the game because of the servers. I want your honest opinion on the game. Did you think it was a fun game? How much enjoyment did you get out of 2K15? What were your favorite parts about it? And I would be very, very interested to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. So we're going to start things off by talking about the game, and then a little bit later in the video we're going to talk about the year that I've had here on YouTube with the game and what the game has done for me and what we can expect looking forward to 2K16. I'll have a video out tomorrow discussing in detail what I plan on doing with my channel for 2K16, so make sure you guys keep an eye out on that. Again, that video will be coming out tomorrow, which is just the day before 2K16 does release. So starting things off with my general opinion of 2K15. I think 2K15 was an absolutely amazing game. Before the game came out, my hype level was on 150. Like, I was super amped for 2K15 because they were just completely blowing our minds with new innovative things that we've never seen before. 2K14 was obviously their first game on the new consoles, and they really set the tone as well with that. I mean, the graphics were ridiculous. They had some crazy new modes. My career was insane. But in 2K15, they basically took the basis set for 2K14, and they just completely revamped everything and made it completely new. I mean, we got almost everything in the game was new. Park was completely revamped. My league was added in. My GM was revamped. My career got a ton of work, a completely new storyline, all that stuff. The menus were changed. My team got the auction house. It got weekly challenges. Everything was way different in a very, very good way. And obviously, when you completely revamp things, you're going to have a few flaws here and there. The gameplay overall, I thought it was really good, but then by doing patch 4, obviously that had an effect on gameplay. There was some cheese in the game and stuff like that, as to be expected. But overall, 2K15 just really took things to a new level, especially as far as features go. And I think people are going to look back and they're going to think negatively on some things. They're going to think negatively about the release of the game when the servers were all messed up. They're going to think about the demigod glitch. They're going to think about the the patch 4 where you could get perfect releases way too easily. You could just be shooting 30-foot threes, and they'll think about all those negatives. But truly, 2K15 really set the bar high for sports games, and you can see with 2K16 the stuff that they've announced. 2K15 was such a good game, and it has such a good basis that 2K16, they didn't have to revamp everything. They didn't have to completely recreate all these modes, because in 2K15 they were already really good, and I think we're seeing in 2K16 they're taking those things that were really good and just upping them to a new level and trying to perfect them. I think you can see that a lot with the modes. I mean, my team generally looks the same, but it's got some added stuff to it, and everything is more perfected. My league is generally the same, but it has some big features added to it to perfect it more. My career obviously got a complete revamp, and it looks insane. Park, they haven't talked about that officially yet, but they will be talking about that probably today later on the live stream, which is going to be 7 o'clock Eastern. They pushed it back a day if you guys didn't know that. I had some people asking me about the stream on Twitter, but that's off topic. But really, they were able to take what 2K15 did well and just try to perfect it in 2K16, which I think is really, really good. And 2K16 obviously looks amazing, and hopefully, you know, we can cut out a lot of the negatives in 2K that we had in 2K15. Hopefully most of that will be cut out in 2K16, and I can't even begin to think about what we'll be talking about once 2K16 is over. We'll have to see about that, but we won't go too far in the future. So that's what I think about the game. Overall, I thought it was really, really good. Again, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Now let's talk about what NBA 2K15 has done for my YouTube channel and my draft classes and everything like that. So obviously going into the year, I didn't really have very many expectations. I wasn't really posting videos too consistently and stuff like that, and I didn't really even think that I was gonna make draft classes. Like going into 2K15, I really didn't even know if I was gonna be making YouTube videos very much. I didn't even think I was gonna be making draft classes until like a week after the game came out. I decided, you know, I'd go ahead and make some draft classes, make some prospects, because I thought the creative player was pretty cool and it was actually a really improved over what we've had in the past. So I decided I'd make some prospects. That turned in my draft class. That obviously blew up now. Over 2.5 million downloads on my 2015 class, almost 700,000 on my 2016 class, which led into my off-season roster, which has over 2.5 million downloads. So I really feel like I've made an impact on the community. Like, I feel like these rosters and these draft classes that I created really did have an impact. I mean, all these YouTubers that you watch, your favorite YouTubers that do my GM series, that do my league series, if you'll notice, most of them, especially on PS4, use my draft classes, which I think is really, really cool. And that just shows, you know, it really makes me feel rewarded. Like, it's a really rewarding feeling that I put in a lot of the work to make the draft classes and make the rosters and put in all that time. And to see people truly enjoy them, like, I can't even explain how much positive feedback and just all the positive things that people have said about my draft classes, and the people that have reached out to me, and all of you guys that watch my YouTube videos and stuff like that. I really do appreciate all that support. I've had so much of it this year. By no means has my channel blown up. Obviously, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed that the 2K share didn't have a description box. That'd be sick if you could like drop your links in there. I feel like my YouTube channel and stuff would be at a different level right now if they did have that description box, which I'm still holding out hope for 2K16, but I doubt it is in there. Maybe we'll get that in 2K17, but we'll have to see. But overall, you know, I have some big plans set up for 2K16. If you guys haven't seen my video from yesterday talking about my draft classes and rosters and what the general plan is for that, definitely go check that out. A lot of info in there, and I really didn't even, I was just scratching the surface in that video. Like, those were just the basic details. There's a lot more things going on behind the scenes and things that I have in the works regarding my draft classes and rosters, that you guys don't even know about, that I don't really have a ton of details on right now, so I'm not going to talk about it very much until things become more clear. But I really am trying to step those up a lot for 2K16, as well as do a lot more things that people have asked me to do as well, as far as series and stuff, and I'll have a video about that tomorrow, you know, talking about my plans for 2K16 and everything like that. So that's gonna bring me to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what you guys thought about NBA 2K15 down below in the comment section. I'd be very interested to hear what you guys have to say. 2K16 in a couple days, can't wait for it, and let's make it another great year.